Okay, so today we're doing some grandpa duties. You can see I have the Perego little Jeep here. We're going to change the gear shift. We're going to change out the pedal. Next is your gear shift. Now, you're going to notice that this is it's exactly the same. So what I did was I took this and I marked the forward on it with that arrow, because this will fit on, you know, either way, and then you'll have it wrong, right? And you'll be doing some weird stuff. So now look, if you notice, this has the reverse. That's the reverse. So this is the forward, right? So this is going to fit in there like this. So what you need to do here, let me okay, so you're going to notice that this is the reverse part. So that's going to be the forward of this right here. Now, again, now mark it with an arrow, because this piece fits on either way. So you can put it on backwards, and you probably don't want to get it all together and then find out you put it on backwards. So these parts come off. I haven't figured out exactly how that works yet, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off, I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna dismantle this and reapply it, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this has two attachments right here. They're these sort of pull-off attachments here. All right, so that basically this pulled right off. Now, I'm sure there are smarter ways to do this, but what I did was, there's a couple of little tangs in there, clips that hold the stick shift and everything in place. So what I did was I just put a small regular screwdriver in on each side, and I'm going to see if it'll work its way out. It's coming. There we go. Okay, so that's all you had to do. And if you look at this, you can see this has parts, and this just sort of pops in there. Boom. So you have to lift these off to get it to where it will come out. So that's it for that one. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this back, reinstall this with the new parts. On your new piece, now that this is together, you're going to need this little plastic piece. It's part of the assembly in there, so you just take this off, and it just slides sort of off the bottom. This back part, this bit slides under like that, and then pops into place right here. Okay? So it'll fit in there flush just like that. Now you just drop your screw in there. And tighten that up. So now you're all ready to be put back in place. So you just want to put your connector in there. There you go. And it will just snap right in place. Now, once this is all in place here, you want to take this, and you'll see those two slots line up, and then this into place. Just takes a little bit of work. So it just takes a little bit of wiggling and finagling to get that down in there. So once it's in there and it's all lined up, I'll check it out. Number one gear, reverse, everything seems to do what it's supposed to do. So now I'm just going to replace the screws, and that will be all where it's supposed to be. So the very last thing is your gas pedal, or your fuel pedal. And believe it or not, unless you buy the whole thing, you're just going to get this tiny little switch. And I'm going to go ahead and get the other one, and we're just going to switch it out. Now, if you notice, I marked these 1, 2, and 3 top down. You might want to do that to make sure that you put them all in the right order so you're not experimenting when you're hooking them all back up. So it's always good to mark things or video the colors, but I went ahead and marked them. Suggest doing the same thing. So you notice there's 1 and number 2 and number 3, those two are together. Okay, so this number 1 is the separate one. If you look on here, if you look on this, you can see that 2 and 3 are close together and number 1 is separated. So this is going to fit on there just like that. So here's the pedal. You can see it's got a little stopper here, this screwdriver. So you're going to have, or the screw, you're going to have to take this screw out. Okay, and then that lets you, I think this just lifts. Yeah, this is just going to come right off of here. So this will just pop out. Oops, yeah, don't want to do that. Do not do what I just did, which is bend that back. You're just going to be making more work for yourself if you do that. So anyway, the pedal came out. So there's that. Now, this, see these things squeeze on the side. So you want to just squeeze that and push it out. Yeah, it may not be that easy, but just push those in like that. There you go. And then that just comes right out. Now remember, this fits in like this. Okay, so remember, the number 1 that's separated goes on the top. So this little plunger is a little bit bigger and a little bit different than this one. You can see this is the original. It has a little tab that slides in there. The one I got doesn't have that, but it will fit in there. So there you go. Now it's just a matter of putting the pedal back together. So let's see if I can do this without breaking it. Okay, so this will snap into place just like that. Then you got your pedal working, and then put your screw back in. Okay, so now we just have to go put it in, and this thing goes in way simpler than the other parts. So let's go do that. Let's remember, they had these all twisted up, but number 1, number 2, and number 3, and then these basically this just pops back in. It pops out, it pops in. Let's make sure your wires aren't in the way. There you go, and that's it. It literally just pops in, and to take it off, you just put a screwdriver under here, and you're good to go. So now I'm going to test it. Nice.